Hi, I'm Nicholas Woolwork, globally published author of Investing in International Real Estate for Dummies, owner of the Red Brick Group, property development firm, and I'm actually here today on one of my mentee client sites in Ilford in East London. You can see behind me the back half of the building, which is a lightweight timber structure based on top of the original commercial. Now this is, classic sort of current MA scheme. You've got the original building here, and the other side of that is Ilford High Street. So I'm going to take you around ever so quickly. We're on the iPhone today, guys, so you have to excuse the lack of my camera, my film crew. And the sun's come out, so we have gone for look at this beautiful weather. We're in the spring now here in the UK. This is not a design feature. This is a bump cap. It is essentially a lightweight version. When you get to a site when all the major heavy lifting's been done, all the major structural work's been done, you can downgrade some of your PPE when you're into sort of painting and decorating areas. And I look like some sort of American golfer with my Hawaiian shirt. I thought, put the Hawaiian shirt on. I'm always in black polos. Why not wear the Hawaiian shirt today? So I've got the Hawaiian shirt. Anyway, let me show you a few things we're experiencing on this site. So one of the first things I want to show you is the bricks. Now, we've had quite an issue with bricks, getting these, we've had a lot of material issues with Brexit, COVID over the last few months. As a lot of you are probably aware, any of you out there in construction doing your own sites, complete nightmare. And these are quite specific bricks that were chosen by the council to match, and this is the funny thing, to match the existing building. Now, does that match the bricks? No, it doesn't. Well, it does sort of match. And so these are the bricks that have been specified, very specific bricks. Took a while to get these in. They are now finally in, and they are being laid, as you can see behind me. Our lovely bricklayer is actually not on site at the moment. He's gone for a coffee break. We're around about lunchtime. Now, construction of a building here. Now, this structure is a lightweight timber structure, and they are building here the bricks. And you can see there's a big air gap down the middle. If I scan down the building here, you'll see that there is a big air gap down the side of the building, and this gives this is standard construction practice, obviously, for the strength of the building, but also, good job I've got my bump cap on, because there's things you can bang your head on under the scaffold. Gives you the air gap for moisture breathing, letting the building air, so you don't get that sort of build up of condensation. A lot of older Victorian properties, if you have a lot of an older property, you can sometimes get mold and damp inside the properties, and water can seep through the bricks. So this air gap allows that to stop happening. Now, what was great here, this is on top, the classic sort of MA PD conversion at the moment, where we're building over top of commercials. There's commercial space on the bottom. There's actually been an extension on the front, which got through planning. The lighting's not fab on my iPhone, there we go. You can see that extra story along the middle there, roughly. The brick line's changed, so we've got an extra story on the front. I think we're up to 14 flats in this scheme now. It's a very tricky scheme to work on, because it's right in the high street of Ilford. Very tricky access situation, so they had a big crane in here lifting this timber frame on, and so it was a timber frame that was built on site, so it's not come in one piece, it's come in various chunks and made like a massive piece of wooden Meccano. You can see all the joists here are wooden joists with the metal sort of stringers, I'm not sure what you'd call those, holding them together. And now we're in an entire wooden box, basically. It's all been plasterboarded one side, so when you do a build, you only plasterboard one side early on to get the structure of the walls up. You can get insulation in if you want in certain areas, but there's only one side boarded so that you can add all the first fix plumbing and electrics, and you've got easy access for all of that. And obviously you leave a certain number of floorboards up. This will be the master bathroom, and the waste pipe and stuff coming through, and then through here's the kitchen, and obviously in the waste for the kitchens, the much smaller pipes. It's just I forget what it is. Is it a 2-inch pipe for those, and for the major waste is a 4-inch pipe. That big 4-inch waste pipe over there. Into one of the bedrooms here. We've just been around with the construction firm and the electrical contractor, speccing out where all the plug sockets should go. So they've allowed in the contract, I think, 3 plug sockets. It's either 3 or 4. They're going to check. So we've marked up either 3 or 4 here on these plans. I'll show you these plans. So where all the little red dots are, little crosses, pencil crosses here. If you can see that, get that a little bit focused. You can see where all the sort of sockets are going to go. We've been marking those around. Just kind of thinking about the layouts. It's important you think about the end layout, how you're going to use these. These are going to be rental apartments. It's thinking about having sockets like either side of the bed. Where's the wardrobe going to go? And you think about all those kind of things. Otherwise, you're going to end up with sockets in the wrong place, and it's going to be a right pain in the bottom to fix. We're in the centre as where I came in here, and we've got ladders going up to the next one. I'm not going to bore you with the exact same layouts. 4 flats here, both the same layout, but this will be a huge big staircase going in the next few weeks. So yeah, just kind of a really exciting site. I mean, you know, a lot of you guys out there doing commercial to resi schemes at the moment, looking at these Class MA schemes where you're getting, you know, uppers above shops. It's a particularly good one because, you know, we're here, we've got the commercial, well, it's not commercial actually, we've got a set of flats below us and then commercial below that. So we're actually, it was commercial with 2 stories at the front already. The clients added a 3rd. And then on the back here, this is a sort of a void, which has got 1 set of flats below it, and then at the back, another 2 stories built. That was needing planning, obviously, so that wasn't under Class MA, that was a planning application. It's taken a number of years to get it, and we've come on site to help, you know, deliver the scheme, and add some project management expertise to help the site run a little smoother than it was. I'm here now at the back of the site. You can see there's an access road to the rear here, and that's the 2-story extension we saw right at the top there. So we're now left with a 4-story building. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this actually has been quite a few problems because we've had, you know, we've had deliveries, we've had big trucks, we've had huge cranes just squeezing down here. When you've got the scaffold in place, you know, this space is actually very, very tricky to deal with. And you can see the kind of access issues. We've had to close the road at various points and gain access. So yeah, just wanted to show you around the back here, and hope you enjoyed this start of this particular site tour.